Welcome back to the Kearsarge Chronicle, and we are here at Clarke's Hardware, and I'm joined by a familiar face, Lori Lauridsen. Lori, thanks for being with us. So today we're going to talk car care.
Windshield washer fluid. You always need windshield washer fluid. More so in the winter than in the summer, but our dusty dirt roads can wreak havoc on the windshields. So we start with that. You should always have an extra quart of oil in your car. You never know, and invariably, if you need that quart of oil, it's going to happen after the garages have closed, and it's nice to have the oil. And I should have put here a little funnel. It wouldn't hurt to have a funnel. It makes it a lot easier to pour in your oil. And then, again, keeping windshields clear inside. This has got a nice little like microfiber terry covering to it.
Yes.
You can spritz your inside of your windows with water and just wipe it off. These can be thrown in the washer and dryer, cleaned up. They work on fog to remove the fog. A flashlight. We should have a flashlight in the car at all times. This one's great because it also has that seat belt cutter. So God forbid you were ever in an accident or your seat belt jammed or something, you could cut the seat belt. But make sure you put this where you can reach it in the car. It's not going to do you any good if it's in the back seat in a bucket like mine is. Fix a flat. It's awful to get a flat tire and not have a garage around. And this, you can temporarily fix your flat tire as long as the tire isn't totally slashed.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it is. De-icer, winter. Rain-X makes a great one, and I found that it also helps repel snow and ice for a few more days after I've used it. So it's really good, and it does work well on the ice and frost on the windshield. But speaking of ice, lock de-icers. Moisture gets in the car locks and down in the mechanisms, and this one I've tried. It works great, but you want to keep one in the car and one out of the car, because if your car doors are iced up and you're outside and this is inside the car, so
yes.
This comes in a 2-pack, one for the car, one for the parking lot.
Now, Lori, is this just for cars that you access with a key, or is this for any type of car door, just if the door itself is frozen?
This would be more for the lock with the cylinder.
Okay.
Yeah, so I forgot about the cars that don't have an actual key. You could use de-icer on that,
Okay.
you know, around the...
Because sometimes your whole door sticks.
is iced up. Yeah, I've used that before.
Okay.
The windshield de-icer. Yeah. Another little flat tire repair thing are the plugs that you could put in if you ran over a nail or something, and you could plug the hole with these. They do require a special little tool to use.
Okay.
Flares. You're along the roadside, you get stuck, you have a flat tire, you're in a snowdrift, you don't want somebody to come around the corner and hit you. You light the little flares, just twist the top off, scrape them, stick one in front of the car, one behind the car. It also alerts safety personnel that there's somebody that needs help.
That's good to know and easy to use, too.
Yeah. In the winter, with the fluctuations in temperature, your tire air pressure can vary. And if you go from very cold to very hot, back to very cold, it may go down. And this is just a quick little gauge. It's easy to read, unlike the little stick ones. But whatever you feel comfortable with. But a tire gauge is a good thing. And the valve caps. I know I've put air in my tires and forgotten to put the valve cap back on, and where is it? Well, a couple of little extra ones right there. WD-40. The hinges on your car doors could use this at least once a month this time of year. With all the grit and the grime and the moisture, it keeps them working freely.
Okay.
So that would be a good thing.
And jumper cables, we know what they do, and very important to have with you, because if they're not with you, you can't use them.
Right.
And then getting the snow off our cars.
Snow off the cars, a little brush, the scraper works great. Have to have them. And for heavy snow, if you have to park outside during a storm, you are required to uncover your whole car so that snow and ice doesn't go flying off into cars traveling behind you. The snow broom is soft enough that it doesn't scratch the top of your cars, but you can push it off on one side, pull it on the other, and people with truck caps and vans and things love these.
And it'll reach.
And they do reach.
That's great. This is all great car help for year-round, as well as some winter items. Thank you so much, Lori, for showing it to us.
Thank you for coming back.
We'll be together next weekend. Give you more do-it-yourself advice.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Lori.